Everyone, welcome back to Nick Farrell Reacts. Today we're going to be looking at Folklore's next piece, which is called August. And I'm super excited to keep diving into this album, feet first, but sometimes face first. I'm learning as I go, and basically I've been overwhelmed by the amount of support I'm getting in terms of education in the comments. Y'all seem completely in tune with Taylor and why she wrote these songs, and it's been a pleasure to learn as I go. So I'm going to continue to pause. People seem to like that. A couple of you have voiced but I like to break down lyrics. That's what I do. Today, I want to thank Tall again for giving me access to all of this beforehand footage at the Pond Studio sessions, where we get to have a little interview with Taylor before we jump into the song. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Like, comment. I try to respond to everyone. Let's jump right in.
It's a weird experience to work with you. And now Aaron can understand it. No, I'm serious, because it's like, here's the song. Oh, wait, here's the bridge. Wait, here's a better bridge. Okay, now it's perfect bridge. And then here's the thing after the bridge. This thing's going to come in.
Oh, yeah, remember when I pulled the
Yeah, so like,
I wrote that in the vocal booth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's series of
my plans just in case you call.
so like, but hearing the patchwork of like that whole thing coming together, I was just like, I just love what you did on that song.
Thanks. I love what you did on that song. And I've been kind of in my head like,
I like the dynamic between the two of them. Obviously, they've been writing together for a long time, and like it's very cool to witness like the comfortability they have together. It's just a bunch of friends that are making amazing music together.
Calling the girl from August either Augusta or
nice.
Augustine. I've just been like naming her that in my head.
Oh, that changes things for me, because she's written nameless to me, but now it's forever changed.
What happened in my head was, okay, so like Cardigan is Betty's perspective from like 20 to 30 years later, looking back on this love that was this tumultuous thing. In my head, I think Betty and James ended up together.
Okay, so yeah, some of you mentioned that there's like this love triangle on this album. Betty, I haven't gotten to that song yet, but maybe that's what I'll eventually get to. But Cardigan is her Betty when she's younger, from my understanding, and August is this other girl that's involved in this triangle with this guy, I'm assuming. Very interesting.
Right? So in my head, she ends up with him, but he really put her through it. But like, August was obviously about the girl that James had this summer with, right? So she seems like she's a bad girl, but really she's not a bad girl. She's like really a sensitive person who like really fell for him, and she was trying to seem cool and seem like she didn't care, because that's what girls have to do. And she was trying to let him think that she didn't care, but she really did, and she thought they had something very real. And then he goes back to Betty. So the idea that there's some bad villain girl in any type of situation who like takes your man is actually a total myth, because that's not usually the case at all. Like, everybody has feelings and wants to be seen and loved, and just like Augustine, that's all she wanted.
That's what I love about August, is like, it's not a dream. Even though it sort of sounds like it, like it's like it feels, the situation feels very close to me, like getting swept up like that.
That whole song started with the fact that I had written down in my phone, "Meet me behind the mall," years ago, wanting to write it into a song.
So about to jump into this. So now I have a little bit better of an idea of the trilogy and the idea behind some of, those pathways and connections. So that's good to know. These are super helpful.
Salt air and the rust on your door. I never needed anything more. Whispers, but are you sure? Never have I ever before, but I can see it's lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment of time. It was never mine.
Is she talking about her first love there? Like, whispers, are you sure? I've never done it before, as in like doing it the first time with someone you trust? Could be reading into that. Saltaire, the rust on your door. Just painting this picture of very like idyllic summer, spending it together with someone special, or so it seems at the time.
Whisper, time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see it's twisted in bed sheets, August slipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine.
So this passing moment, August sipped away like a bottle of wine. You know, you enjoyed in the moment. Wine is amazing, the tannins, the taste, the drunk. But then, as soon as you know it, it's gone. You were never mine. So, kind of speaking to this, like, you know, lightning in a bottle moment with someone that you think is pleasurable and amazing at the time, but boom, it's gone. And it seems like there's another woman, as she alluded to in the prior verses, or prior conversation.
Bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine. You're back beneath the sun, wishing I could write my name on it. Will you call when you're back at school? I remember thinking I had you, but I can see.
Before she goes back into the chorus here, she's having so much fun. I just like how casual these settings are. I'm liking this song a lot so far. I like how casual it is, though. You know, she's just jamming out with friends at this point, telling this story. I wish I could write your name on the back, you know, in the sun, making you mine. Will you call me when you're back at school? So those feelings of doubt, you know, story as old of time, you know, will you call? And the person assures you. So somehow Taylor and her songwriters really tap into like the core essence of what it's like to be just a person in that situation and time. Like all of her lyrics are pretty relatable, I would say, to most people. Like we've all experienced these things. Yet it's like the tenor in her voice and the change in octave as she plays with that makes it melodic, but also like very, very effective at translating that message. I'm loving it.
When you're back at school, I remember thinking I had you, but I can see it's lost in the memory. August slipped away to a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see it's twisted in bed sheets, August slipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine.
Still loving it.
Back when we were still changing for better, wanting was enough. For me, it was enough.
Wanting was enough. For me, it was enough. Ooh, I love that. It just breaks into this like frenzy.
Back when we were still changing for better, wanting was enough. For me, it was enough. To live for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you call.
Yeah, dropping everything for this person, hoping you'd call. Yeah. So this is someone that it's, you know, you're fleeting in a love triangle, right? You're the other person, and you're vying for this person's attention, and in the back of your head, you're hoping that you're enough to make them change and come to you. There's the line. Sorry for the pauses. I'm gonna go back. You weren't mine to lose. Maybe the best song in the song right there. I like that. That's very poetic. You weren't mine to lose. You were never mine in the first place. I had nothing to lose. For anyone that's been on that side of things, there's something to that. You know, you're obviously kind of in the wrong, but at the same time, you feel like that person owes you something.
Into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see it's twisted in bed sheets, August slipped away like a bottle of wine, hope of it all. Meet me behind the mall. And then I cancel my plans just in case you call. Back when I was
Even though she's sort of repeating these choruses, I really like how purposeful it is. And I like that she's changing the tone of her voice as she goes. It's not repetitive to me. I actually really enjoy that. For me, I'm actually someone when I, especially with like radio hits, I get a little tired of the same chorus over and over again because by the third time you've heard it, it's just this formula. And the way she's doing this, at least in a live performance, for me is very enjoyable. You can see the emotion that translates, but also the pitch and tone changes with it. And I think it makes it kind of exciting. You don't know what's going to come next. This is good.
And then I cancel my plans just in case you call. Back when I was living for the hope of it all, Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car, and then cancel my plans just in case you call. Back when I was living for the hope of it all, Meet me behind the mall.
This little jam there.
I love that.
Okay, that's so good. I love watching musicians communicate with their eyes to each other. When to. So, by the way, sorry, I've had a cold this whole time, so hopefully that's not coming through in the video. But I love watching people communicate with their eyes as they're on stage performing. There's all these sensory cues that we take from each other's and visuals, and so much timing and coordination. So that's great. And that jam at the end there was awesome. Yeah, just to reiterate, it's great to actually have some like context behind the trilogy on Folklore between this love situation that's happening between three people. So Betty, August, maybe she goes by something else, and this guy. So I'm looking forward to getting the perspective of older Betty, as Taylor pointed out. But this goes down as a song that I actually really enjoyed. Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this journey. So continue to support me and suggest things in the comment. I try to get back to everyone. Please subscribe, share this video with your friends, and check out my Patreon if you do want to get a request that's insured. Okay, I'll see you on the next one.